Understanding my Advisement Report. The Student Center is a self-service page that provides students an entry to the hub. Along with MyUB, it provides navigation to tools and information that are important to you. To reach the Student Center, click the Student Center tab from MyUB. In this tutorial, we will review how to read your Advisement Report. Did you know that the UB Undergraduate Catalog is the source of the university policies and procedures and academic program requirements? Did you know that it is the source that governs the structure of the Academic Advising Report, or AAR, in Hub? Let's take a quick look at how to access the course catalog. Click the Catalog Undergrad link here. A new browser window will open. Click the Policies and Procedures link. As you can see from this scrolling page, all the policies and procedures that relate to your academic career at UB are found here. Under the undergraduate requirements, you can find the catalog rights, minimum number of credit hours, the minimum academic average, and other major requirements. Click on the University Degree Requirements link. Notice that you can find the catalog rights statement, the university minimum number of credit hours, the university minimum academic average, major requirements, and the university's education requirements on this page. The Academic Programs section contains a list of UB's academic programs, along with information about each program. Click on the Academic Programs link. This scrolling list shows all the academic programs that UB offers. Notice there are degree granting, non-degree granting, and special programs of study. If we click on one of the academic programs, we'll be able to see contact information, an overview of the program's academic requirements, and the courses offered. Okay, that's enough of the course catalog. Close that window and go back to the Hub Student Center. We've got more to show you about your Academic Advising Report, also referred to as the AAR report. Click the My Academics link. To see your Advisement Report, click the View My Advisement Report link. This interactive report is broken down to various sections or requirements that need to be satisfied for you to graduate. If you see sections of the report that are collapsed, that generally means that the section is satisfied. If the area is expanded, it means that the section is unsatisfied. Click the green arrow to expand the section. Click the green arrow again to collapse the section. Where it gets weird is when you run this report mid-semester and are in the process of taking classes. Sections may be collapsed when they shouldn't be. It's always a good idea to expand all sections. Click the Expand All button to expand all sections in this report. A couple of things to notice. First, notice this legend illustrates taken, in progress, and planned courses. First section of the report will be course history. It displays a list of all coursework taken in your undergraduate career. Second, throughout the report you'll see tables or sections. The default setting will only display 10 records. Click the View All link to view all of the courses. If you have more than 10 records, you will now see the entire list of courses. Course history table has 6 columns: course, description, units, when, grade, and status. It is initially arranged alphabetically by course. Columns work as toggle buttons. When you click on them, they arrange the data in ascending or descending order. The arrangement of the column names is different than what it appears on the printable version. The grade column displays course grades as follow. 1. UB courses will display as a letter grade. 2. Transfer courses will display a prefix of T before the actual grade. For example, TB. Alternative credit, AP, IB, or CLEP, will display a prefix of P before the grade. For example, P3. The grade listed for alternative credit is equivalent to the test score. Alternative credit hours are not used in the calculation of a GPA. The University Requirements for Graduation section contains important information about the Advisement Report and its use. Review this information on your report. It is your responsibility to manage your academic plan. If you have questions about your major or about satisfying requirements, it's always a good idea to talk with your academic advisor. The University Undergraduate Limits section displays the maximum number of units that can count towards a degree for SU, tutorial, athletic activity, ESL or ULC, or UE 141 coursework. The University GPA Requirements for Graduation section displays a student's overall GPA, UB GPA, and transfer GPA. You should note that after the transfer GPA, you will see a listing of transfer courses. University Unit Requirements for Graduation has two subsections: Overall Units Completed and Residency Units Completed. Overall Units Completed section lets you know what the minimum units you need to have to complete minimal university requirements. This cannot be lower than 120 units. Residency Units Completed section lets you know that you should have taken at least 30 of the 120 credit hours at UB. Individual schools and departments may have additional residency requirements as part of their transfer policies. The General Education section includes all the general education areas, plus writing skills, placement, library skills, and mathematical sciences skills placement information. The General Education section states that SU grading cannot be used for general education courses. It also details which courses cannot be used to satisfy general education requirements. All undergraduates are required to complete the general education program. Your placement for writing skills is based upon your SAT or ACT test score. In most cases, if a section or subsection is not satisfied, you will see a table that contains a link to a list of courses that will meet the requirement. You can access this by clicking the course link in the description column. Within the General Education section is a Library Skills subsection. Library skills can be completed by taking the Library Skills course, ULC 257, or successfully finishing the Library Skills workbook. Mathematical Sciences recommended placement information is displayed in the Mathematical Sciences section, along with a listing of courses that can be used to satisfy this area. Click a course description link and you'll be taken to the course detail page for that course. Students are required to complete World Civilization 1, UGC 111, and World Civilizations 2, UGC 112, in that respective order. Transfer students entering UB with 24 or more credit hours are exempted from this requirement. To satisfy the natural sciences requirement, students must complete a two-course sequence, including at least one semester of laboratory. Allowable two-course sequences are listed in the natural sciences section. Students are required to complete American Pluralism or an approved equivalent course. To complete the social and behavioral sciences requirement, complete one 3-credit course offered by the listed departments. Courses to meet both requirements are listed in the respective sections on the report. To satisfy the language requirement, students must complete a second semester first-year sequence of a foreign language course or demonstrate proficiency. All transfer students should talk with their academic advisor about meeting their requirements. Many transfer students are exempt from these requirements. Courses not allocated to major, minor, or general education are listed in this section. Acceptance criteria for your major section will have at least two parts. The first subsection, acceptance criteria, will outline the courses needed to be completed. The second subsection, acceptance criteria GPA, will specify what grade point average needs to be attained in the required courses, and also what overall GPA needs to be attained. The major requirements section lists the major that you are pursuing and the requirements for the major. Notice the elective areas section. Major GPA section contains the grade point average required in the major courses. Some majors might also have a departmental residency requirement, which would display after the major GPA section. The contents on the major requirements section of the Advisement Report will be dependent on the major you have chosen. If all this sounds confusing, you should talk with your academic advisor. This concludes this tutorial.